Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that might surprise you, common foods that can actually harm your muscles, especially as we get older. As we age, muscle mass naturally decreases and the wrong foods can speed up that process without us even realizing it. So, what are these foods? Are any of them sitting right now in your kitchen? Let's find out the 10 everyday foods that could be weakening your muscles, and what you should eat instead to stay strong and active. Sausages are a common food choice in many households, valued for their convenience and flavor. However, for older adults, regularly eating sausages can negatively affect muscle health. This is mainly because sausages are highly processed and typically packed with preservatives, excess salt, and unhealthy fats, all of which can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body, including in muscle tissue. Chronic inflammation makes it more difficult for muscles to recover, repair, and maintain strength. This is especially critical for seniors, as muscle mass naturally decreases with age, and strong muscles are essential for balance, mobility, and independent living. The high sodium content in sausages can also contribute to elevated blood pressure, which limits blood flow to the muscles and reduces their ability to function and recover properly. Moreover, sausages often contain saturated fats and sometimes trans fats. These not only raise the risk of heart disease, but also disrupt the body's ability to build and maintain muscle. They interfere with muscle metabolism and slow down recovery after physical activity or minor injuries. To protect muscle health, older adults should limit their intake of sausages and opt instead for healthier, unprocessed protein sources like skinless chicken, fish, tofu, eggs, or legumes. These foods provide the necessary protein and nutrients without the harmful additives. In summary, although sausages might be delicious and easy to prepare, they are not a smart choice for maintaining muscle strength, particularly for older individuals aiming to stay active and healthy. Instant noodles are a quick, affordable, and convenient meal that many people, including older adults, often turn to. However, relying on instant noodles as a regular meal, especially as a main dish, can be harmful to overall health and particularly damaging to muscle health in seniors. One of the biggest concerns with instant noodles is their lack of nutritional value. Most varieties are made from refined flour, which provides very little protein or essential nutrients needed to maintain muscle mass. In addition, they are usually very low in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, all crucial for overall health, especially as the body ages. Even more concerning is the presence of trans fats and high levels of saturated fats in the seasoning packets and noodle preparation itself. These unhealthy fats not only increase the risk of heart disease, but also promote inflammation, which can impair muscle recovery and growth. When older adults consume instant noodles regularly in place of balanced meals, they risk muscle wasting due to insufficient protein and essential nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins. Furthermore, the high sodium content in instant noodles can lead to elevated blood pressure and poor circulation, making it even harder for muscles to receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to stay strong. In short, while instant noodles may be a tempting and easy option, they should not replace real nutritious meals, especially for older adults who need to protect their muscle health and maintain physical strength as they age. Salted dried fish. Salted dried fish is a traditional and flavorful food enjoyed in many cultures. However, for older adults, consuming this type of food regularly can pose serious health risks, particularly for muscle health. The primary concern with salted dried fish is its extremely high sodium content. While salt is necessary in small amounts for bodily functions, consuming too much can have negative consequences, especially as we age. High sodium intake is directly linked to increased blood pressure, a condition that affects a large number of seniors. When blood pressure is elevated, it puts strain on the blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow efficiently throughout the body. This includes the muscles, which depend on good circulation to receive oxygen and nutrients necessary for energy, repair, and maintenance. When blood flow to the muscles is restricted, it can lead to muscle fatigue, slower recovery, and over time, loss of muscle mass and strength. This is particularly concerning for older adults who are already at risk of sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle tissue. In addition, the drying and salting process often removes important nutrients found in fresh fish, such as omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for reducing inflammation and supporting muscle function. Replacing salted dried fish with fresh or steamed fish can provide better protein quality without the harmful levels of sodium. To protect muscle and cardiovascular health, seniors should enjoy salted dried fish only occasionally and prioritize low-sodium, nutrient-rich protein sources in their daily diet. Buttercream cakes. Buttercream cakes are often seen at celebrations and enjoyed as sweet treat. For older adults, consuming these desserts regularly can negatively affect their muscle health. These cakes are typically made with large amounts of refined sugar and saturated fat, particularly from the butter and cream used in the frosting. While an occasional slice might not be harmful, making buttercream cakes a frequent part of one's diet can have serious consequences. One of the main issues is the high sugar content. Excess sugar increases insulin levels, which can lead to fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Over time, a high sugar diet contributes to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, both of which interfere with the body's ability to maintain and build muscle. In older adults who are already experiencing natural muscle loss due to aging, this becomes even more dangerous. Additionally, buttercream cakes are high in saturated fats, which, when consumed in excess, can contribute to heart disease and metabolic disorders. These fats also disrupt muscle metabolism by reducing the body's ability to efficiently use protein for muscle repair and growth. Combined with low protein content and a lack of essential nutrients, buttercream cakes offer little benefit to overall health. For seniors who want to stay strong and mobile, it's important to limit foods like buttercream cakes and instead focus on meals that are rich in lean protein, fiber, vitamins, and healthy fats. Choosing healthier desserts such as fruit or yogurt can satisfy sweet cravings without harming muscle health. Milk tea has become a trendy and widely consumed beverage, especially among younger generations, but it is also increasingly popular with older adults. Despite its appealing taste and variety of flavors, milk tea can negatively impact muscle health if consumed regularly, especially for seniors. The main concerns lie in its high sugar content and the presence of unhealthy fats, which can disrupt metabolism and contribute to muscle weakening over time. A typical serving of milk tea often contains large amounts of added sugar, sometimes even more than a can of soda. This excessive sugar intake leads to spikes in blood glucose levels, followed by crashes that affect energy stability and insulin sensitivity. Over time, this can result in insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, both of which hinder the body's ability to maintain and repair muscle mass. For older adults, this process accelerates age-related muscle loss, contributing to fatigue, reduced mobility, and even frailty. In addition, many milk teas include non-dairy creamers or processed milk, which are often high in trans fats and low-quality saturated fats. These fats negatively influence cholesterol levels and impair nutrient absorption, including proteins and amino acids crucial for muscle repair and growth. To support muscle health, older individuals should limit their intake of milk tea and opt for healthier drink options such as unsweetened herbal teas, low-fat milk, or smoothies made with natural fruits and plant-based milk. Making mindful choices about beverages is just as important as food when it comes to preserving strength and vitality with age. White bread with pork floss or pâté is a quick and convenient snack that's commonly eaten for breakfast or as a light meal. While it may seem harmless, this combination can negatively impact muscle health, particularly for older adults. The problem lies in its two main components: refined carbohydrates from the white bread and unhealthy fats from the pork floss or pâté. White bread is made from refined flour, which has had most of its fiber and nutrients removed during processing. This leads to a high glycemic index, meaning it causes blood sugar levels to rise rapidly and then crash. These fluctuations in blood sugar can contribute to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, two major factors that interfere with muscle maintenance and repair. For older adults whose muscle mass is already declining due to age, this makes it harder to stay strong and mobile. Pork floss and pâté, while flavorful, are often high in saturated fats, sodium, and preservatives. These ingredients can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and impair the body's ability to metabolize protein efficiently. When the body struggles to absorb and use nutrients, it becomes more difficult to maintain healthy muscle tissue. Instead of relying on white bread with fatty toppings, seniors should choose whole grain bread paired with lean protein options such as boiled eggs, grilled chicken, or hummus. These alternatives provide better nutritional value, support muscle health, and help prevent age-related muscle loss. Making smarter food choices is essential for maintaining strength and independence in later years. Carbonated soft drinks, Coke, Pepsi, etc. Carbonated soft drinks like Coke, Pepsi, and other sugary sodas are widely consumed across all age groups due to their sweet taste and refreshing fizz. However, regular consumption of these beverages can have serious consequences for muscle health, especially in older adults. One of the biggest concerns is that soft drinks can interfere with the body's ability to absorb key minerals such as calcium and magnesium, both of which are essential for maintaining strong and functional muscles. Phosphoric acid, a common ingredient in many carbonated sodas, binds with calcium in the digestive tract, reducing the amount of calcium the body can absorb. Over time, this can lead to weakened bones and muscles. Calcium plays a vital role not only in bone density, but also in muscle contraction and function. When levels are low, muscles may cramp, weaken, or become more prone to injury. In addition, soft drinks often contain caffeine, which may also contribute to the loss of calcium and magnesium through increased urine excretion. Magnesium is crucial for energy production, muscle relaxation, and repair. Without enough of these minerals, the muscles struggle to function properly and recovery becomes slower, something especially concerning for older adults who are already at risk of muscle loss due to aging. To protect muscle health, seniors should minimize their intake of sugary soft drinks and opt for healthier alternatives such as water, herbal teas, or mineral-rich beverages like coconut water. Maintaining adequate mineral intake is key to staying strong, mobile, and independent in later life. Spicy hot pot with oily broth. Spicy hot pot is a flavorful and satisfying meal enjoyed by many, especially in social gatherings or cold weather. However, for older adults, regularly consuming spicy hot pot dishes with oily broth can negatively affect muscle health. This popular dish is typically rich in saturated fats, spicy seasonings, and chili oils, a combination that can contribute to chronic inflammation in the body, including inflammation in muscle tissues. The high oil content in spicy hot pot, often from animal fat or chili oil, leads to excessive calorie intake without providing significant nutritional benefits. These unhealthy fats can increase the levels of bad cholesterol and cause oxidative stress, making it harder for the body to recover from muscle wear and tear. Spicy ingredients, especially in large quantities, may irritate the digestive system and trigger inflammatory responses, which can hinder muscle repair and regeneration. Eating spicy, oily hot pot at night can further complicate the problem. The body's metabolism slows down in the evening, and heavy meals late at night can disrupt sleep, affect digestion, and delay muscle recovery processes that usually occur during rest. For seniors, poor recovery and chronic inflammation can accelerate muscle loss, reduce strength, and lead to fatigue. To support better muscle health, older adults should limit their intake of spicy, oily hot pots, especially during dinner. Choosing lighter broths, more vegetables, and lean proteins like tofu or fish can still offer an enjoyable meal without putting muscles at risk. Balanced, anti-inflammatory eating is key to staying strong and mobile with age. French fries are a beloved snack and side dish around the world, known for their crispy texture and savory flavor. However, they pose several health risks, particularly for older adults who need to protect their muscle health. While they may seem harmless in moderation, frequent consumption of French fries can contribute to fat gain and muscle loss due to their high content of unhealthy fats and low nutritional value. Most French fries are deep fried in oils that are rich in trans fats and saturated fats. These bad fats increase the risk of inflammation, heart disease, and insulin resistance. Chronic inflammation and poor metabolic function can interfere with the body's ability to repair and maintain muscle tissue. For seniors who are already prone to age-related muscle decline, this can accelerate weakness, reduce mobility, and increase the risk of falls. Additionally, French fries are calorie-dense but lack essential nutrients like protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This makes them an empty-calorie food that adds energy without supporting muscle maintenance or overall health. The high salt content in fries can also contribute to water retention and high blood pressure, further straining the cardiovascular system and affecting blood flow to the muscles. For older adults who want to stay strong and active, it's best to limit or avoid fried foods like French fries. Instead, opt for healthier snacks such as baked sweet potatoes, roasted chickpeas, or air-fried vegetables. These alternatives offer flavor and texture without the harmful fats, supporting better muscle health and overall wellness with age. Frequent consumption of rice wine or beer. Drinking rice wine or beer is a common part of social gatherings and cultural traditions in many parts of the world. While occasional drinking may not pose significant harm, frequent consumption, especially among older adults, can negatively impact muscle health. One of the major concerns with regular alcohol intake is its effect on protein metabolism, a process essential for building and maintaining muscle mass. Alcohol interferes with the body's ability to synthesize proteins, which are the building blocks of muscle tissue. When protein metabolism is disrupted, muscle repair and growth slow down. Over time, this can lead to reduced muscle strength, slower recovery from physical activity, and even muscle atrophy. For seniors who naturally lose muscle mass with age, this effect can be particularly dangerous, increasing the risk of frailty and loss of independence. In addition to disrupting protein synthesis, alcohol can also dehydrate the body and impair nutrient absorption, including important vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. These nutrients play key roles in muscle function, and deficiencies can further weaken the muscles and bones. Moreover, alcohol contributes to liver strain, which may reduce the body's overall efficiency in processing nutrients and maintaining tissue health. To protect muscle strength and overall health, older adults should limit their intake of alcoholic beverages like rice wine and beer. Instead, Staying hydrated with water or herbal tea and focusing on a balanced diet, rich in lean proteins and essential nutrients, will help preserve muscle mass and energy levels as the body ages. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found the information helpful and insightful, especially when it comes to making smarter food choices for maintaining muscle health as we age. Remember, small changes in your diet can have a big impact on your overall strength and well-being. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on staying healthy and active. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again and take care.